Tell us more about the decisions you made to finally leave the corporate world, to put your stamp on your own entrepreneurial venture, to join an organization as a senior C-suite leader, to guide, to direct, to develop a strategic business plan, to be a representative, to help them to close new opportunities as well. What did you learn from that journey? And when you think back on that part of your career?
Wow. Great question. Great questions. Let me say this. I left M&T after 30 years, and it was my goal I saw what was happening personally and professionally. I knew I could do more somewhere else. I wasn't going to be made president. My best friend was president. He was my age. They loved me. I think they liked me as the marketing guy. And they always said, gee, you're doing a great job. But I thought that's as far as I'm going to get. So I thought there was something more there. I did tell my wife, I said, if we keep doing what we're doing, when we drive our son to college, our second son, I think we can drive away. So we sort of had that as a goal. We worked together to do that. And the numbers kind of worked out, but I knew I wasn't going to just stop working. I knew I could do something else. And I'll tell you something, Leo, you know this yourself when you went off on your own to start your business. One of the proudest moments I had in a number of years is when I left. I got called by a friend of mine who was a president, a former colleague at M&T, a president of a bank up in Boston. He said, Bill, I hear you're on your own. I mean, I was only on my own for 2 weeks. He said, can you come out and help me? I said, sure. Flew out to Boston. I had nothing but I didn't even have a laptop with me. I think back then it was a BlackBerry and a pad in my brain. Worked with him for 2 days, came home. I don't know. Check shows up for $5,000. That's what it was going to be, right? I showed my wife that check. I said, I'm more proud of this check than the last bonus I got at M&T, because I showed up on my own without being senior vice president, director of marketing, with all the power of a big bank behind me. I'm just Bill Maybe helping out. And it proved something to me that I could go, just that one initiative proved to me that I had something to offer. And then that led to another engagement there. And then I went on. Well, anyway, Mosaic called me right away. They were my clients. They were and continue to do great communications work in times of acquisitions for banks. I had always hired them to do the work. They said, can you help us? So I was on a retainer with them. One thing led to another. And then they asked me to lead up their team as president. Mainly the two co-founders, the two women that found the business, said, Bill, we're trying to wind down. We need someone with your experience to go out and sell our story across the country. So finally, Leo, after a lot of years of not traveling very much, only in the mid-Atlantic, I found myself in California and Charlotte and everywhere else talking to Bank of America, Union Bank, Wells Fargo, big clients of ours, BMO, doing that kind of thing. So a big transition for me, and I loved it. Just loved it. So big change, and I was so glad I did it. Never looked back, never regretted